and welcome to South African Homesteader. Today I'm going to show you how I use plastic bottles as an alternative for drip irrigation. Okay, so what we're going to use is we're using these water bottles, or you can use soda bottles, any bottles, and this will be used for your drip irrigation. We then make some holes, 4 holes into each bottle, there, on the 4 sides. So there we have 2 and there we have 2. Okay, you must actually just try and get it more even, but it doesn't matter, because what you then do after you've put these holes into the bottle, you then bury this bottle with the top on. You bury the bottle with the top on and you bury it till about here, which is about, I would say, 13 centimeters, 15 centimeters, halfway. You bury your bottle about halfway underground and you fill your bottle with water. And then you screw the top back on, because if you leave the top off, the water will come out too fast. If you screw the top back on tightly, then the water will drip out. And I will show you once it's buried, and then what you do is, as you see the water level dropping, all you do is you top it up. And this is a cheap and simple way to do drip irrigation if you don't have drip irrigation. For us, because it works, because we don't have we work out of water tanks, so it's fine. We cannot install our drip irrigation yet, so this is going to work perfectly. Okay, so this is your homemade, cheaply made drip irrigation. So these are the bottles all planted, and what I'll do is I will be planting around these bottles so the soil gets moistened perfectly and evenly underneath. That way also you're protecting your leaves from getting the mildew on it. Okay, so what we've done now, we've planted all these bottles. I've planted my corn across from each other because they cross-pollinate, so it's best to plant it like this. I'm also going to be planting corn in this bed. And I've planted a corn on either side of this bottle, and then I've planted baby marrow, some of it is herbert squash and some of it is gem squash down the middle. And then after this I will just pop in a bean across, a runner bean. But for now I just want to show you, we have taken off the top of this bottle. I don't know what I did with it. I'll just take off that top to pop on here, and the holes have now been made, and we have planted it in the ground. And so now we just top this bottle off with water. This way you can also gauge how much water each plant is getting. Okay, well, I'm just gonna fill it like that. While the bottle is open, the water will run fast. So we are trying to fill this bottle and pop the top on. Okay, let me just show you quickly. If I put the top on, when the top goes on, this top doesn't belong to this bottle, that's why. So there you can see the water stops, and then, so this is what it looks like. So there's the bubble. You can see the bubbles come up, bubble at a time. And this is nice because it goes slowly. So every time you will see a bubble come up. Just put more soil around it. This way you can also control how much water is actually going to each section. I've just planted this. Okay, so Romeo is topping up that one. when the bottle top is off, the water runs out quite fast. So you can really, yeah, you can see, you can gauge, and it's fine now because the soil is quite dry. It's the first time we're doing this, so you can actually gauge. So now you can see here how slowly it's going now in this. Now you saw how quickly it went out when it had no top on, and now you can see water will be dripping out. And as you loosen the top, it will go faster, but we don't want to do that. And this is the second one from the edge. And yeah, you can see here, this one, that's the bubbles going out. So let's just tighten it a bit, and then it will. Okay. So the nice thing is that even in the heart of the heat, you can rest assured that your plants, the roots, are getting enough water. We'll make a better arrangement using a funnel going forward, and then okay, you can see, there you can see the bubbles. Now you can see it. So the water is now starting to drip out, and the nice thing is that it's actually, here's this one, it's actually giving water to the bottom, to the roots of these plants. So I'd like to see how these plants are going to grow in comparison to the ones that I didn't do. I will be doing this to all my beds going forward, but I don't want to really disturb these ones because I've planted some peas on this. And then I will plant the bottles where I see there's no growth happening. But this is my garden from the one corner. There's lots of biggies here. This is the garden. We are still, I don't know if you can see this, we're going to be covering this whole garden to protect the plants in summer and also from the wind. And that way we'll maybe extend our growing season a little bit in this particular garden. We won't be able to do it with all the gardens because it is quite expensive to do this. And this is my peach tree. I've been fertilizing it before we even came here, and it's got, I think I counted more than 40 blossoms on here. So we'll have to see if they're all going to get pollinated. This is also my lemon tree, which in winter I also fertilized, Eureka lemon, and they've also got some buds. So I will be doing a garden tour in about 4 weeks time and show you what was a success and what was failures. From me, Haria at South African Homesteader. Until our next video.